routine. Come now, Alice. It's only a dream.
It's not a dream, it's a memory. And it makes me sick.
Now, focus. Wait. You're floating again. Weightless. A cipher. Relax.
I'm in hell.
Forget it. Abandon that memory. It's unproductive. Go to Wonderland.
I can't. I'm trapped in my past.
Sergeant, this girl's badly burned. Call for a doctor.
She'll be all right.
No, Alice. Discard that delusion. Forget it. Go to Wonderland.
I'd rather not, Doctor. My Wonderland's shattered. It's dead to me.
Your preference doesn't signify, girl. Now, Alice, where are you?
I'm sailing with a friend. It's different somehow. Things have changed.
Change is good. It's the first link in the chain of forgetting.
What's happening? Are you mad?
I'm not mad.
Rabbit,
That's not right. What's he doing?
is something wrong?
Something wrong?
No, not that!
Don't struggle, Alice. Let the new Wonderland emerge.
Pollution. Corruption. It's killing me. Wonderland is destroyed. My mind is in ruins.
Forget it, Alice. Block that dream. Wake at the sound.
Okay. Greetings and salutations all, and welcome back to Invisible Let's Play project. I am your host Invisible from Invisible's Gaming Channel. It's sucking at your heart from the dark side of the moon. And today we shall be continuing our project Let's Play Alice Madness Returns. Previously we started the game and we met up with Alice from American McGee's Alice, the game that we already finished. And she's back into some kind of an orphanage or an asylum. I'm not really sure about that. Even though last time we saw her at the ending of American McGee's Alice, she already left the asylum because she got back her sanity. So, last time I recorded my second part of the Let's Play, and I discovered that I missed 2 or 3 memories, which is for me an inexcusable crime. Firstly, I deleted my save file and I restarted the whole game from the start and returned back where we were at. This will be the second take. My gameplay will be mostly blind as is, and I shall just be checking the guide for the secrets and the collectibles. If I'm going to give this game a full score, I'll have to enjoy it to the maximum, as in discover the full story. In which case, my dear friend, Rogue Agent Killerrodan, actually helped me with some information that was completely missing and outside of my own knowledge. This amazing person is mostly a film critic, reviewer, and a researcher. We shall talk about him in a bit, but let me continue right now. That looks like, according to EA, before the release of Alice Madness Returns, there was a small interactive book that you could download on your iOS or iPad, and it would explain to you what happens between American McGee's Alice and Alice Madness Returns both, which is fascinating. Problem is, when I went on to try to find the APK, the Android file for it, I discovered also that the cursed EA, as per usual, did their very best to make sure that nobody ever gets to play that game again. The file for Alice Madness Returns for the iOS has been deleted by EA. And the only way for you to see or watch the story itself is to literally either have a pirated version of the APK or the iOS file, or to watch it on YouTube. That's it. Just like Playable Teasers, PT, Alice Madness Returns interactive storybook is gone for good. Before we start with anything further, I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends. Everyone from the Beasts of the Altered Empire and everyone from the Discord server, free YouTube friends. By name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, B809 Gaming, Lux Bear, Marcos, Nitro Crash 31, Mark IC 2211, Rogue Agent Killerrodan, Cryfield, ZPTV123, Matthew 1121, Slagada Cruel 85, Arfarel, Maslapan Gaming, and Apex Press. Without any further delay, we're going this time to do something a little derailing. Why am I saying this? Since the start of my streams, I always tell you to give credit where credit is due and give gratitude where gratitude is due, correct? Well, I already gave so much credit in my games for Werewolf the Apocalypse every time I used someone else's materials. This time I would like to give a so special credit for Rogue Agent Killerrodan. This is my friend since, if I'm not mistaken, we met on our middle school, maybe, on the internet. So let me see here: middle school, high school, and then the cursed years of the college. Then also when I finished studying, I went there. So here, let's say, I'm calculating. Give me a moment, please. Okay, and then this year also, we have been friends together since literally 19 years. Rogue Agent Killerrodan has been my friend since 19 years ago. He joined in with this website. I believe this is his more newer channel in 24 November 2016. Other channels, I shall be adding his channel description and main home page in my description personally. I don't know why the user here is not also written Killerrodan, whatever. We'll quickly go back to the here. Rogue Agent Killerrodan. We will not be taking from him any videos at all. I'd just like to give a nice word for him, since he helped me credits. He helped me to discover some seriously very critical information about the game that we are playing. In order for us to take and gain the full story about American McGee's Alice, we'll need to pick up one more piece of lore. But first, a shout out for Rogue Agent Killerrodan for his continuous support, viewership, and even continuous friendship after I quit YouTube for approximately 4 years. Let me show you this quickly here. My own channel. About I joined the site on my official main channel 15th of November 2007. I believe that Agent Killerrodan had at least 2 or 3 channels. This one is the most recent one, I believe. Rogue Agent Killerrodan's specialty is reviews, critic, and overall giving fair takes and information about films. For himself, his entire year is Halloween. The entire year. All the 365 days in it. 56, I don't really care. He hates very much remakes. He hates majority of sequels. He researches so much of political problems with Disney. Also, he loves the original films, and he enjoys martial arts films, makes lots of reviews, and gives fair enough critic. Also, he's a very big supporter of the LGBT community. He's an aspiring writer and comics a comic drawer. Multiple times he shared with me his works, and honestly, he can draw characters and storylines better 100 times than I can. My specialty is via text. His specialty is everything else, quite literally. So yeah, I'd like it if you would visit his channel, give him some views, thank him for the information we are about to watch here. That will be very kind of you. I already told Rogue Agent Killerrodan I'd give him credit where credit is due, as is. What else? This user here, Henkman00, also gets a piece of the credit as well. Why? Henkman00 and his main page link here. Henkman00 gave us Alice Madness Returns, the storybook app. This thing we will right now start watching, because this full walkthrough for the storybook app that is for 27 minutes and 57 seconds bridges for us the space between American McGee's Alice and Alice Madness Returns both. So yeah, we will be returning this credits where credits are due. Original source this time is from Henkman00 right here. There you go. And the main channel link is right here. I'm going also to link for you the URL for the video. This is a very much underappreciated, almost invisible piece of software for American McGee's Alice. And the curse said, may God smite, may they be smited by God. EA deleted the app from the store. Quickly, let's choose here preference. I don't want the black box anymore here, the background color. Like this should be fine. Don't worry, we will not need it this once we start the actual full screen mode. I already prepared this one here. This is the app, the storybook. Before we start again with our second pick for Alice Madness Returns, we will be watching the entire thing right here. This is a crucial part of the game that we need to learn about. Or I could just also here return this as the way it was, and then we could just have it, whatever. Go full screen mode, and we will start right away with Alice Madness Returns storybook. I will mute myself. Or maybe not. I'm not really sure if this needs to be read. The resolution is full HD, by the way. If he starts narrating, I will mute myself. This is Alice Madness Returns, the story book. This game, or this interactive book, doesn't exist anymore. This is the only video, according to my own knowledge at least, that has it. This is the only way for you to get this content, is to watch it as a video. You can no longer find it or even download it. About it, if it is or not the only video that exists on the website, I'm not sure. But this is the only way you can actually get to see the bridge between American McGee's Alice and Alice Madness Returns. What happened to Alice? Where is she now? What happened before the games? This should explain. Table of content, main menu, Ritual, again, asylum, a close shave. Alice in the news, leashes. Excuse me. Alice in the news, leashes, a dark dream, Shishar's grin, Valley of Tears, Fortress of Doors, Back from the Dead, Lowdown, Checkmate, Wicked Blade, Tea Time, Electric Shock, Tentacles, Heart of Darkness, Jabberwock, Throne of Blood, Alice Unchained, Hans Ditch, Alice's Journal, and finally, Alchemical Discoveries. Those symbols very much look like our symbols of the keys that we're collecting at the moment in the sequel. They all started from here, I think. Okay, start. If it's not narrated, I'll have to read it. If it is, even better. Alice Madness Returns. Okay, Root League Private Clinic and Asylum, home for wayward and lost souls, London, England. This is Alice. And they cut her hair for some reason. Why? Her hair is beautiful. Or is it for the sake of the... Okay, so patient Alice Liddell, date admitted 4th of November 1864. Physician Dr. KQ Wilson, I think. Condition dire. Yeah, this is not narrated. I'll have to read everything. Sorry. The Illustrated London News. Number 45, November 1863, I think. I'm glad I'm reading this in 1080. Three expire in domestic conflagration. Reports have reached us that Dean and Mrs. Arthur Liddell and their daughter Elizabeth, 18, perished in a raging inferno. So indeed she had a sister then, which consumed their gracious Oxford home during the night. Another daughter, the lucky Alice, survived the blaze, while her severe burns are being treated at Littlemore Infirmary. Prospects for her recovery are not at all encouraging. No visitors have come and none are expected. We've learned that measurements for her coffin have been taken, and her departed loved ones stored in an ice locker, in the likelihood that the whole family will be expeditiously interred at the same time. This is hard. Yeah, there's no narration. I'll have to read everything. You'll have to deal with it. Sorry. He gives me some time to read. Okay. Keep going. Thanks for giving us the time to read. Okay, the most reluctant patient, lovely little Alice Liddell, our favorite orphan, the report of whose charred body last appeared in these pages a year ago, has been moved to Rutledge Asylum. Her battered and crispy self was judged sufficiently healed for this removal to Rutledge, which is thought best suited to handle her symptoms. Investigations into the cause of the fire continues, as do the rumors regarding Alice's possible involvement. The doctor says she's suffering from severe and pervasive trauma. The clinical way of saying her wits have yet to be tethered. According to our source at Rutledge, her behavior is volatile and unpredictable, and she is obviously a danger to herself and others. We wish Dr. H.Q. Wilson, her treating physician, the best of British luck. He may need a suit of armor. Oh, come on, this is seriously dirty. She is a traumatized survivor of a fire. Wow. Alice accused of the fire? Is this a joke? In all my years at Rutledge, I've never seen anything quite like it. No treatment seems to move her. Perhaps the leeches will cause her to stir. And she's still holding on to Rabbit. Stop it. When I hold a flame to her eye, nothing in her A curious gaze betrays the faintest glimmer of response. I clap a pair of blocks at her ears. Nothing. On some nights she howled like a banshee. She is far, far gone this one. Ouch. Bunny, rabbit fell down. Into a dark dream she drops, into a strangely familiar yet utterly wicked wonderland of that miraculous place of Alice's youth. No vestige survives. The once lush land is sick to death. Its begulling fragrance now distinctly suggests a decaying corpse. Sorry about the narration, but it's the only way for us to understand the full story. Pardon? As she bravely returns to Wonderland, Alice hears those familiar screams and a whisper in the dark. Alice! 3 times. In fact, her name is called, and the 3 times she fails to form the word left to die on her unhappy tongue. Mother, she longs to cry. Father, too. Alas, they are gone, consumed by the blaze. But Alice needs to shake this haunting from her mind. Indeed, her complete attention is required for many other more pressing matters. Here, now, is the most accursed Wonderland with the ever-resourceful Cheshire Cat to lead the way. So this story most likely takes place before American McGee's Alice. Because indeed in the American McGee's Alice, she does tell the Cheshire Cat that it's still McGee, as if she already met him before. And flash his grin in even the grimmest of times. Cheshire. I think this is the first time we meet him. Okay, hints for front-facing camera. Make sure your face is well lit. Don't stand with bright lights like windows behind you. Hold device at arm's length, directly in the front of your face. If the cat sees your face, he will open his eyes. If he sees you make a big smile, he will smile too. This is facial recognition technology. A cat with human teeth. That's Cheshire for you. Caterpillar. Those fortunate few who've eluded the Red Queen's pestilence so far serve as her guides. Still, it's up to Alice alone to truly root out Wonderland's affliction. She hasn't had much time for reflection, but Alice is afforded a respite of sorts during the illuminating chat with the erudite caterpillar, and she already has her verbal knife with her. Wonderland is severely damaged. He begins, pausing to inhale the volatile mix of rotten leaves and putrefied fruit, burbling within his smoldering hookah. Honestly, EA had no right at all to delete this app. You must set things right. Having lost what you loved, you nearly wiped us out. You've started to rebuild. Your task and your pain are not over. Even your fantasies have fragmented into tortured versions of themselves. You are racked with guilt because you survived, and you dread the prospect of life alone. Forget your pain, Alice. Destroy the Queen of Hearts. Wonderland and your entire world can become whole again. We did that indeed in American McGee's Alice previously. And we discovered also that Alice and the Queen of Hearts are both the same person. The same two faces of the same coin. Alice puts her learning to the test. And in the school for insane children. There's no C in school. While overcoming abominations committed to her failure, she gathers the ingredients for a much needed potion. So we have here rabbit, caterpillar, the turtle, and griffin. The Illustrated London News, number 47, November 15th, 1873. This is a very small font. I can barely read it. Our Alice back from the dead. Your intrepid reporter has finally penetrated the Great Wall of officially sanctioned silence and extracted the true story of the much abused Alice Liddell and her return to normalcy. Dear reader, your legitimate and well-founded curiosity can now be satisfied. Look no further than this agony column. Following years of expensive, failed, and what we are sure would be properly characterized in a more civilized society as a brutalizing treatment to the poor and comely creature has come up for air. Alice has spoken and drawn some most peculiar animals. Such is progress. Artistic temperament, like deranged ones, express themselves in very strange ways. Indeed, watch this space for more. As I said, first we will give credit to Killerrodan, then we will give credit to Hinkman00. We will see the entire story here, that what happened between American McGee's Alice and Alice Madness Returns. Then we shall launch the game. Alice Madness Returns, the complete edition. Also, I'm going to make the AI from Killerrodan read for us the commentary from Rogue Agent Killerrodan while I'm at it. because his commentary and research for this game is exceptionally fascinating. Rabbit, the turtle, caterpillar, and griffin. Thank you very much, Hankman00, for this beautiful video. Your name is in the bottom right corner, also, as a watermark. We're going to force feed her this restraint. I'm sure all will agree it's quite necessary here. She's rejecting the... Okay, I have labored until dawn. Prepare a new potion. Ouch. The smallest infusion of prussic acid and the pardon me. The smallest infusion of pure prussic acid and the stretching brings about a curious reaction. At least it seems to work well on the rats. Hey! Alice is a human, not a rat. Too much of either ingredient could prove quite lethal, of course. Ouch. Again, she rejects the potion. She grew her hair again, at least. But she's still out of it. Okay. Hold it. Let's have reading here. In this fragment of Wonderland's ravaged core, a wretched war rages. Red and white chess pieces have been engaged in endless stalemate. Next text, please. You need to highlight that, please. Okay. Now, however, the war has, like the rest of Wonderland, been overturned by the Red Queen. White has been decimated by the Red Force, embraced and bolstered by the foul monarch as the aggressor march to the tattoo of the Queen's drum. The opposition courageously resists to no avail. Her tyranny is inescapable. I'm reading a bit too much. Yes, I made very much sure that I did not mute OBS. Otherwise, I would have by now turned bald from pulling my hair out. Continue with the video. Still, white fights on. Death, they know, is preferable to defeat. Not in this bloody endgame. No quarters is asked for. None is given, and Alice is mute witness to the madness. Yes, by the way, the piece that have been right now moving is Alice herself, turned into a chess piece. We did live this. In American McGee's Alice. The verbal knife. That's what happened exactly in American McGee's Alice. Victory for the Red is secured when Alice makes a horrific discovery. The White Queen's detached head. Alice, can it be this decapitated majesty calling her name? There it is again. Alice, 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 whispered this time in her mother's sweet voice, growing fainter as the din of conflagration graces around her. When Alice lifts her gaze, she doesn't see flames or smoke or mother. Instead, she is surrounded by endless atrocity. The everlasting war has come to an end. More madness is set to ensue. And the player is collecting still the alchemical symbols. I remind you again, this is a video from Hinkman00 about an interactive storybook, Alice Madness Returns, that bridges between American McGee's Alice and Alice Madness Returns for the PC. And this iOS game doesn't exist anymore. EA took it out. I was wondering where this scene came from. Since we saw it multiple times within the trailers for American McGee's Alice and Alice Madness Returns, yet we never truly lived it. The distinctive whiff of putrefaction taints the musty air. Alice needs to be transcendently clever to survive the macabre mischief. That is the hallmark of the Hatter's domain. Okay? A dim recollection of tea with her family stirs in along dormant cupboard of Alice's scarred mind. I preferred cake to scones, she muttered in a hushed voice, while surveying the Hatter's moldy spread. For his part, the Hatter's agitation is palpable, his devotion to the Queen of Hearts complete. When is the maniacal fit he strikes down the unfortunate white rabbit, Alice gives utterance to her grim reality. Everyone I love dies violently. This happened in American McGee's Alice, when he indeed did step over a rabbit and killed him while we were still in the backside. Let's continue. He's not giving her tea to the cup. He's burning her. I think this is the player's thing to do. And she's still holding on her verbal blade while the saw is right beneath her to the left bottom corner. So he's forcing her to drink tea with him, otherwise he would saw her in half. This story is amazing. This is American McGee's take on Alice in Wonderland. What is going on here? Nothing seems to aggravate this girl. Aggravate the girl. I've tried restraint, handcuffs, leg locks, and straight jackets. I've tried solitary confinement. She's not reacting to anything. Yet nothing stirs her. Even the highest setting proves inconsequential. This is just disgusting. Away with the leeches, I'd like to read. Alice's travails brings her accompanied by the familiar cat to the Red Queen's domain and the source of Wonderland's contagion. All that came before was naught but a torturous, teasing preamble to an encounter with the vile fiend whose very breath reeks of corruption. Alice pushes on through the wasteland, grey with soot and ash. She's overcome countless abominations to reach this point. All the child's play she fears compared to the test that lie before her. within the castle keep, the air of domination becomes even more stifling when the massive tentacle explodes through a shattered doorway. Alice cannot prevent the lethal limp from seizing the Cheshire Cat and pulling him in. Yes. The tentacle of the Queen of Hearts, the Red Queen of Hearts, killed Cheshire. We saw that. The Queen's kingdom oozes pestilence. Her court is contemptible, and all her craven subjects are abominably bent on Alice's torture, racked demise. Nowhere is this as certain as in the hole known as the Heart of Darkness. Alice's next step is all too clear. She must kill the beast that is the evil life force of Wonderland. That's when she fought with the Queen, I think, at the final fight between them. The Jabberwock. Okay. And now, after all Alice has endured, she comes face to face with the loathsome hag. I rule Wonderland alone, bellows the Queen. This realm is for grown-ups, raw, well-ordered, ruthless, careening on the jagged edge of reality. Self-pitying dreamers are not welcomed, are not wanted here. They cannot survive here. Your pathetic attempts to reclaim your sanity have failed. Retreat to the sterile safety of your self-delusions or risk inevitable annihilation. Alice fights bravely, as we have come to expect. In the end, she not only withstands the Queen's vitriol, but also spits it back in her face with the fury of her verbal blade, and emerges victorious with the fallen Queen's crown clenched tightly in her pretty little blood-drenched fingers. This is exactly what happened in American McGee's Alice. You can see it in the first stream for the game. The game's first game's streams. I hope this will not give me copyrighted. Okay. Aside with this, thank you. Okay, the Illustrated London News, number 51, December 13th, 1874. Alice Liddell released from Routledge. She simply remarks, "It's late, it's time to go." This is how the first game ended. Our Alice has been unchained, and the limitations of the medical knowledge have been duly exposed. After a decade of treatment in Routledge Asylum, the overmatched staff having addressed her so-called ranting and psychic condition with a full array of therapists, she's still a shell rather than a person. Yes, she has emerged from her intermittent catatonia, but no one knows why. In her bed supine, she stares endlessly at the ceiling. No idea what she's thinking about, or if she thinks at all. Poor creature, she appears stable, though it's certain she hallucinates, but her visions seem to frustrate more than frighten her, as further cure seems doubtful. Further confinement has been deemed by staff to be a waste of everyone's time. Such are the compassionate values of our medical science. Last we heard, Alice had taken a job of sorts at Hunt's Ditch Home and Refuge for Wayward Youth, while seeking the medical counsel of Dr. Bumby. We wish Alice well. We shan't abandon her story. So after the first game ended, she goes to an orphanage by the name of Hunt's Ditch Home and Refuge for Wayward Youth. And now she's under the counsel of Dr. Bumby. So she went outside from the asylum to an orphanage. Okay, good. Now we are learning what happened between the first game and the second game, and what happened in the real world while she was still stuck in the first game, since we didn't get to see her actual self then. Thank you very much for Hinkman00 for this beautiful walkthrough for Alice Madness Returns, the interactive book iOS app that was removed by EA's hands. Thank you. This is Dr. Bumby then, and this is her first, I think, maybe. Okay. Alice's 40. What is it? How do I read this font? Alice's fortuitous arrival at my Haunted home offers hope to the unfortunate she serves, while together we settled for her desperate condition with my extraordinary treatment. So that's Alice, the real one, and this is Dr. Bumby. So she serves the area here for a living, and he continues her treatment basically. Those are her sessions with him, trying to forget her past. Okay? Remove those nightmares, I'd like to read them. The disturbing visions are back. They are jagged, broken, and sour. I sense things, but only partially. Remove the nightmares, please, so I can read. Perhaps I should be frightened. I don't know. I don't understand them. And unfounded, suspicious, ignorance, vagueness. I can't tell false. Remove the nightmares so I can read. Thank you. I can't tell false from true. New forms unreal. And I want to. I must. Perhaps I'm destined to be always on the keen edge of madness. One thing remains certain. I am unable to avoid the visions. I must confront them. I must return to Wonderland. Alice. So this is the writing of Alice, not the writing of Dr. Bumby. And her visions are worse than ever. I'd like to remind you, peace be upon Rogue Agent Killerrodan for bringing this game into my attention. Thank you very much for my blades. Peggy, okay, this is a thriller, I think.
Now, focus. Where are you?
I'm trapped in my past.
Come now, Alice. It's only a dream.
It's not a dream, it's a memory. Oh, my wonderland's shattered.
Now it's time to put your blade to work.
Alice Madness Returns. Coming June 7th, 2011. Follow the madness at alicemadnessreturns.com. You made it through the interactive storybook. Now pick your platform to begin the madness. EA Store or View Trailer. Are you saying that this is it? Wait, this is it? Really? We'll just repeat again the trailer, I think. No, wait a minute. We did collect the alchemical symbols. What are they for? Alchemical discoveries. Alice standing in London. 1860, wait a minute, 1863, 73, I'm not really sure. I forgot the date. Alice just crying and jumping through her own tears. She's in Wonderland, obviously, running around the toxic area. She's under the surgery or treatment, and all her nightmares are looking at her. This is scary. The townspeople, I think, but everyone is armed for some reason. Also have their hellhound. Alice holding something very big. She's dressed in red, attacking enemies in some weird-looking map. The last one. Maybe second to last one. She's in a forest, jumping in her blue dress. That's it. Lots of mushrooms and trees. Okay. The last picture. Alice is bald and in the asylum with a stray jacket. Dee and Dum both are upside down in front of her. That's it. Okay. Is that it? Yeah, we finished the entire interactive book. Yeah, that's it. The video will just right now go to the credits to thank very much the creators of this book that paved the path for Alice Madness Returns. As you can see, whenever you move the menu up and down, she cries first water, then blood. To the left side. Okay. Go back to the main menu. And choose credits. Main menu. Okay, writer Greg Rodchik, marketing, special thanks. Okay, Spicy Horse, story RJ Berg, American McGee, director Ken Wong, senior artist Zoe Linge, artists Zingsho Hong Lee, Tu Jingsong, Philip Martins, and Padwork Digital Media. I will not read all those names. Sorry. Yeah, the video is done. Okay, one last time, thank you very much for Hinkman00 for this interactive book, Alice Madness Returns storybook app. So what did we exactly learn from this experience? Alice is the only survivor of her family of 4. Mr. and Mrs. Laydale and Elizabeth, her older sister. She's the only survivor, thus she's accused to burning the entire house on her own, and she went completely mentally off in the asylum. Her only friend is Rabbit in her hand, and it looks like she has some kind of a split personality disorder, because she has 2 personalities, the human one and the Wonderland's warrior one. Many experimental drugs and treatments were experienced on her, and she didn't react at all to all of them, regardless of how painful they were. I need to take this here URL and put it onto my description here. Okay, save. And once she defeated the Queen of Hearts, she managed to put Wonderland back together. Then she went to Hodwick's house for the wayward youth. I'm not really sure about the name again, which took her in. She serves the people in there as a living, and she gets her treatment by Dr. Bambi. 1 hour and 3 minutes. It's okay. Remove the credits and now return back to the game. I prepared here the comments of Rogue Agent Killerrodan. I'll make the voice of David from the United States Killerrodan to read it for us as we launch the game. So then, David, do your thing while I launch the game Alice Madness Returns for the PC.
Rogue Agent Killerrodan. Within events of the first game, Alice Liddell, believing herself responsible for a fire that consumed her home and her family, escapes into a twisted version of Wonderland. While held at Rutledge Asylum for treatment, Alice was able to conquer her doubts, and eventually was released from the ward. Madness Returns takes place in 1875, a year after Alice's release. Alice, now 19 years old, resides at an orphanage in Victorian London, under the care of Dr. Angus Bumby, a psychiatrist who uses hypnosis to help his child patients forget their memories. Though she believes that she is fine, Alice still suffers from hallucinations of Wonderland. At EA Studio Showcase on July 20th, 2010, more details about the game were shown, including its current title, Alice, Madness Returns. In addition to further pieces of concept art and actual, in-game screenshots, the first official teaser was released. Despite, or perhaps because of, the fan video months prior, it also portrays Alice in therapy, after being hypnotized by her doctor in a bizarre office filled with prosthetic arms hanging from the ceiling. As she opens her mouth to speak, large amounts of blood and teeth pour out. As the game title appears, a whispering voice is heard saying, "What have you done?" During the 2010 Tokyo Game Show, new assets, including a second trailer, were released. Alice is seen strolling through a London street, and eventually approaches an area littered with toys and a toy store window, which contains a set depicting the Mad Hatter, the Dormouse and the March Hare taking tea. Suddenly, she sees an image of her deceased parents in the window's reflection but turns around to find no one there. The window begins to burn and the silhouette of the Queen of Hearts appears before it explodes in flames, and the Queen's tentacles drag Alice into the inferno. Like the previous trailer, it ends with a voice saying, "What have you done?" On February 14, 2011, MSNBC's in-game website unveiled the third teaser trailer as well as a brief interview with American McGee regarding the game. The third teaser depicts Alice wandering around an initially beautiful Wonderland, eventually coming across the caterpillar, who transforms into a giant, menacing butterfly as the landscape is attacked by fiery phoenixes and turned into a nightmarish world reminiscent of the original game's landscapes. Alice finds herself sitting at a tea party with the Mad Hatter, March Hare, and Dormouse. The Hatter sends a robotic teapot to kill Alice, who in turn stabs it to death in the eye with the Vorpal blade. Then, a voice asks, "What have you done?" A fourth trailer, showing gameplay footage for the first time, was released on March 4, 2011. The trailer featured possible gameplay in Victorian London, new costumes and weapons for Alice, the reprised roles of some of the voice cast from the first game, and the appearance of old and new characters including a resurrected Jabberwock and the Dodo. After the trailer, the Cheshire Cat says, "Now it's time to put your blade to work." The player can also hear Alice's Vorpal blade being equipped as the title card comes up.
Thank you very much, David, for the commentary narrating. One last time, I'd like to thank very much Rogue Agent Killerrodan for bringing to my attention the interactive book and those nicely made comments. With that being said, I believe that I'll make right now here. Go back to the live chat, the live stream, and let's get moving with the game. I know we are starting very, very late, but at the very least, we now have an idea about what happened. Today we shall be continuing on forward, and since I don't see anyone in the live chat, I'm going to remove the YouTube screen here and go back to my guide for secrets, because I need to make sure that I don't miss any of them at all. And I'm not a fan of continuous restarting the games. This enemy here is an homage to American McGee's Alice, the first game. We did fight those automatons within the Mad Hatter's mansion. What is even worse is that I didn't know they had someone that's actually making them function. Anyway, keep moving, Alice. Let's get started with today's session. Yes, I can see the alchemical symbols as well. Last time, I messed up very badly when I missed 2 crucial pieces of memory for her. This is why this time I shall be taking care not to miss anything anymore. Lost and don't know where to go. Try using the shrink where violets grow. While shrink sense will reveal hidden paths and clues. They don't tell you that you can just also enter into the violet flowers and get from them some teeth. The violet flowers are sort of your enemy at the same time as your hint. Kill it. I have here one of the secrets. Stop the kill. At first I thought that you had to hold on to control to keep her small. Not really. Another memory. I need another mug of tea, honestly. My throat is dry from all that narration. But at the very least, right now we know what happened. Alice indeed got outside of the asylum completely. But thing is, her visions and memories never truly cured. She's now having much even worse visions than before.
It could have happened that way, Alice. You remember poor Mr. Crook died, didn't he? Dr. Wilson rejects spontaneous combustion, but I trust Mr. Dickens.
Okay, give me a moment please here. I wish to quickly check the guide. The guide made by XboxAchieables. For Alice Madness retains all the secrets. Yes, the gameplay is technically still blind completely because I am with you experiencing this for the first time ever in my life. I've never before finished this game at all, which is honestly fascinating for me. I do like this kind of games, third-person platformer action games. Also, I do enjoy having female protagonists because it's not too often that you get to play as girls. Most of the mascots and whatnot are boys as is. So she's right now 19 years old. Frankly, I don't care. For me, what makes a character great is the way you play it as. The character herself should make herself great as is. I don't care about age. Something that I actually told and informed with Killerrodan. I do hold it for a moment there. This is simply fascinating. I believe this is the Mad Hatter's mansion. Lots of teapots. Lots of clocks, because he's very much obsessed about time. And everything is just floating. By the way, I just right now realized that the flowers themselves are actually mechanical. This is fascinating. Wow. By the way, yes, I placed my stupid phone on its, looks like, battery saver mode. So it gives me only 30 seconds before it shuts down. I did inform Rogue Agent Killerrodan in my response about a specific thing. I am not an ageist person. For me, honestly speaking, whenever I see myself meeting someone, regardless who they are, the first thing I care about is respect and personality, morality. Age, I don't care about it one single bit. If you wish to call me a pedo or whatever, sit yourselves and get lost. I don't care about the age of characters, fictional characters. I don't care about what kind of orientation they have. What I care about is that they are strong, self-reliant, self-sufficient, and they can justify their existence. That's literally it. Alice is self-sufficient, strong, strong-willed, has exceptionally wide fantasy, and overall a very much respected character. She is a person who's facing a very big problem and she's trying to save herself by herself. That much I respect. This Mad Hatter really knows how to fascinate with this kind of design. Once more again, I give my homage and respect for American McGee for this fascinating game. Even though the man designed levels in Doom, Quake, and lots of many other Doom variants and other stuff, his biggest achievement is American McGee's Alice and Alice Madness Returns. This game is breathtaking. I love it. Even though I never finished it before in my life. But this level of design is amazing. And I'm not talking about Alice herself, even though Alice herself needs credits on her own design and whatnot. Also the story and the twists within it. But also the design for the level itself is amazing. I give credit where credit is due. I give gratitude where gratitude is due. And I do not deprive anyone from their well-deserved credit. Hatter Industries. So this place belongs to him. Okay. Wow. He also has a cable card tail freak. Hatter's Domain. This place is fascinating.
Almost as I remember it.
Appearances, as you know better than most, can be deceiving, Alice. Much has changed since your last visit.
Dr. Bumby says change is constructive, that different is good.
Different denotes neither bad nor good, but it certainly means not the same. Find the Hatter, Alice. He knows more about different than you.
But does he know more about the difference between bad and good?
Making friends, Alice. You're as randomly lethal and entirely confused as you ever were.
I've managed without you so far, Cat. Return to whatever hovels home to you. I'll call if I need you.
Predictably rash. It's not a question of if, Alice, it's when. Now hold on, and as they say, shut up.
So typical.
Eliminate bolt of rock shrink to discover rewarding hidden paths, okay? What the actual hell just happened right now?
Graceful entrances? I suppose I must be grateful nothing's broken.
Okay, some vents need to be activated by turning valves. While on the vent you can rotate Alice, just like the first game. To exit the vent, press spacebar or simply move away from it. Okay. Young lady, would you like to explain to me what exactly happened to you right now and here? When did you change your dress? The hair is still dark, the face is still charming. But what the hell is this dress? Lots of belts, 2 big gloves, and this time your back doesn't have a skull, but rather... What is this? I don't really even know. What is it with all these strips? Anyway, where are we exactly at? Looks like a clock tower, maybe. Anyway, according to XboxAchieables, there is a collectible here. Memory.
Lizzie, remember when a burst of steam blew your dress up around your neck? Just outside Harrods it was. Fortunate your undergarments had been laundered.
Ow! So her sister Elizabeth got her skirt up to her neck. That's embarrassing. Very embarrassing. What the actual hell is this place? Lots of cogs. Red windows. More teapots. Lots of teapots. And lots of clocks. And the floating stuff. And a fork out there. With a teacup and a tea set. What is this world? Oh, by the way, the air is... those physics are amazing. The air is fluttering with her hair. Nice. Now we know where the hair is coming from. And also the dress is also flying on its own. Okay. Check the valve. You will die now. Well done, Alice. Anything here hidden that I need to make sure of this time not to mess up with it? Take it easy, Alice, please. There's a flower there, avoid it, which means there are some secrets around here. I need to go back to go up to it. Shrink. Okay, Alice bottle right in the front of us here. And hidden platforms. Invisible platforms. Don't forget at all that whenever Alice is in her shrunk form, she cannot attack, she cannot jump. The only thing she can do is walk around. Where's this taking me either way? There, I think. Collect the teeth. Collect the tooth. There, right there. There's a bottle there. Jump. Float. Well done. And that's the snout there. A big snout. Season those ones very well. They always help us to reach the secrets. Okay, jump. Good work. Make some more for the teeth or flowers. Since we have here a wall, show me exactly what did you replace that skull with, please. Alice. Is this a clock? Is this some kind of a clock with broken ribbon? Weird. Very weird. Also, why all these steps? You don't even need all these belts. You still have that same necklace, I think, I can see. And your hair right now is in the front of your face, sorry. Okay. I love this physics, I really do. Also, the dress she's dressing right now, just like the blue one, very much protective, unlike the clothes nowadays. This outfit is very much protective and very much elegant and decent. Very beautiful indeed. Let me quickly right now check the next area where it would be at from XboxAchieables, because I don't want to miss anything this time. I believe I already once before reached this area on my own. Let's jump here. Come on, Alice. I do highly prefer this Alice over Business Alice. Personally. A much more adult style oriented Alice. Okay. Wait a minute. The violet is there, which means something is secret right here. A keyhole is right here. Keyholes equal needed stuff. Move it. Another golden memory. More teeth. Move it, Alice. Okay. Press the switch. The cog removed. But I can see a place where we can actually shrink down more. Collect some teeth. Lots of cricket bats. Crane. Wait a minute, flamingo the birds. What is in here? Hi, enemy. Ow. Really think that I'm that silly? That weak? Destroy him. Usually these areas are supposed to be maybe references to the older games, I'm not really sure. Teapot, hi. Corruption. Slithering rune. Lots of flamingo. Wow. Lots of corruption. Commit what? Teeth and violet flower. Okay. More teeth. Hi. Now die. So I can see that they are using forks and knives that are supposed to be for the tea. The Mad Hatter is a Raymond named. He's really mad. Collect some more teeth. Need them for the upgrades. And now, pretty please. Okay, so demons, knife, Alice, defeat them. Use the valve. Okay, let's get moving. The game will not play itself by itself. Lots of cogs. Teapots, red windows, more cogs. I know that I'm an architect, but this is just fascinating. American McGee really has a very wide fantasy for this designs. Or maybe he just took the inspiration from the original Alice Liddell novel, perhaps, who knows? Okay, jump here. 1, 2. Yeah, I did notice that whenever Alice does double jumps, she has 2 butterflies on her dress. Whenever you have another jump, she loses 1 butterfly. So basically, we truly have 4 jumps, not only 3. It depends really on when you actually release the jump itself. Die for me! Okay, collect more teeth. So with this lighting, Alice's hair is not really dark. It's dark red. In the first game, her hair was completely red. This time it's dark red. Why do I care about this? Because the main menu persona for her is dark haired. Most likely due to the graphics, not really sure. Any secret sound here? I don't want to miss again. I'm getting paranoid. Any swine snouts I need to pepper? Doesn't seem like it so far. At least, so far. Yes, he's using her dress as an umbrella. So what? I don't see anything yet. Hello? What is this place? Enemies, caps lock. Caps lock again. 2 of them this time. Destroy them all. Ow. Go. Well done, Alice. Well done. By the way, I made a quick, simple research about how many girls are named Alice in the world. Plenty. There are plenty. Also, Alice's name literally means noble. So it's from German origins, and it means noble. Lovely name. Are we still rendering stuff here, YouTube? Since I am not looking anymore at the live chat commentary, because I am to make sure I have an eye on the guide for secrets. Okay. Anything here worth checking out, other than all of those teapots? Did I already kill you? Just a glitch. Okay. Keep going. Hi. Both of you. Now die! Decapitate them. Ow. Destroy them. Ow. You're really pissing your life right now. Shield up. Kill it. Another participant. Okay. More teapots. A very big door with a big clock on top of it. Lots of teapots, and at the face of the Mad Hatter for some reason. This is weird, very weird. But nothing in Wonderland is normal either way. I can hear a snout nearby. Where is it at? A violet flower here, which means that there is some secrets. There are some secrets nearby. So, basket, snout, and memory. There. Here. Take it easy, Alice. Don't die yet. Okay. Memory, basket, and snout. That's the snout. With the flamingos. Good work. Indeed. Good work. Collect some teeth. Or weapons. Get the basket. More teeth. And the memory.
My heart is open, Alice. Never closed. Never locked. It needs no key.
I think this is Elizabeth, her sister, talking. Anything in here that's worth checking out quickly? Very big cogs indeed. Okay, show me quickly where the next secret is hidden at. Yes, I am right now starting to look up guides for secrets only. Gameplay wise, it's all raw. But I can no longer afford to miss any more secrets anymore. Restarting the game again is too hard to bear. Just because I messed up some memories. Yeah, that's the place, I think. I believe that's the place. That's the place for my first missed memory. That I, by mistake, did not check it up before continuing on with that path, because I believe that I saw some, I was too much curious to go to that path that I completely ignored that other path. Yeah, I did miss this by mistake. That's the path for the progression. What I need to go is there. This path. More teeth. Wait a minute, I did indeed in the first take go this way. Maybe this is not the path I went through. I can't remember the one. Go! Kill it! Now! Well done. Memory.
Bricks are rocks, Alice. A brick house, like Gibraltar, is impervious to fire, weather, and the indecencies of Barbary macaques, should the need arise.
Let me check out again if there are any hints for this here. Death and yes, house model, which means memory. Okay, good to know, good to know. Where does this thing take us? Or the, this is where we came from. Okay then, let's keep moving. And one moment, please, here to check quickly the guide for secrets. I'm not going to miss another one. Okay, continue please a little bit faster. Another one that I completely believe I missed. Maybe. We'll see. It will be seriously a stupid joke if I, in fact, did not miss any secrets or memories, but rather just got so much overly paranoid that I decided to restart the game with the guide beside me in case we miss anything. I can hear the snout. It's right here. Season it. And we have here a bottle. First the bottle, then we go back here. Take the memory. Well done. Now where to? I think this is the progress. Am I sure that I want now to progress with this? I don't want to lose any secrets or memories at all, as much as possible. Collect the bottle, then what? Go through the... Okay, the opening in here. Oh yeah, this is the one. This is the cursed one. Last time when I came to this area here, and I right away went to the boxes. There is a keyhole here. I did not last time discover it. I do recall that much at least. Yes, the thing behind her back is actually a clock, a broken one. I never took this memory before.
I know you contrary child. Who's the bedpan? Let go of that wretched rabbit.
I don't recall collecting this one before. And if I did collect it, then my paranoia is getting the best of me. By the way, I do like her fingerless gloves. Neat, very neat. Even though gloves' own job is to protect your fingers as is. Whatever, don't care. It's fashion. As I was saying before, I informed Killerrodan that I do not acknowledge the age restriction rules and laws by the United Nations. To me, age is meaningless completely. As long as respect, loyalty, and morality exist, nothing else matters. There are many wise and respectful kids around that aren't even that much old age. I don't care at all about asking someone's age. What I ask about is where they come from and what do they like, what are their hobbies, etc. I try to find things that make us both find if anything is similar between us both. Another memory. Hello?
Alice was often alone. Celia and learned her child. Her sister, though loving and much loved, was too old to be a playmate.
So, Elizabeth, Alice wanted to play with Elizabeth, but Elizabeth is right now too old to be a playmate for Alice. Well, life happens, sadly. Okay, give me a moment here to check quickly the guide. If I'm missing anything at all at the moment. I got finally that memory and the needle memory, both. Yes, you pepper the snout and then you take the needle memory, looking like thing. Where's the next one? I don't want to miss a single one this time. And if I have to take the play style to a different way, I wouldn't mind doing so either. If you must ask for me then, when exactly is the age of adulthood? It's not 18. United Nations ages and ageist ideology can both go to hell for all I care. 18 is not the age of adulthood. Adulthood is not that much biased. For each country, their own parliament, own rules, own laws, and own education. Hot environments make you become an adult much faster than the colder ones. And whenever environment itself is ruthless with you, merciless, it makes you mature mentality much faster. 18 is not written in stone, never was, never will be, and I will disown it, disown whoever believes in it, and I will never practice it or use it. For each, their own. The United Nations culture is not the world's culture. The end. I can't read what that thing says. Lactation? PU? I can't read what that thing says either. But whatever, once we platform, we may be able to read them some more. A new enemy approaches. I put. Hi. You are the enemy from the trailer. Break its eye. Kill it. The end. Well done. I am honestly getting super sick of every time there are any characters through any game or any culture or any popular culture. It's instantly, how old are they? Are they legal or not? For God's sake, put your brains for once into your heads. It's not always about adulthood ages, not about whether or not someone is legal or etc. Besides, why do you keep all the time asking that disgusting question exactly? Intent is everything that matters. Cast kit already. For me, intent is everything. Cupping and saucing. Wow. Okay. In Asia, the age for adulthood is between 16, if I'm not mistaken. Asian times it was at 14. Who cares? Times it change, and everything is bound to change. If you have to enforce your own will on others, then you are just a tyrant. The end. What? Take it easy, faster. Fuck it now. The defense dash is not. Defense dash doesn't make you invincible, by the way. It does not. Lost and found. Okay. Any secrets around here? Please. I'm ranting and ranting today. Just ranting non-stop. See, Shisha.
He's obstinate. Rush yourself off, girl. The Hatter shouldn't see you at your best, after all.
What was that? Maybe one of my biggest complaints about this game, I cannot, for the love of God, summon Shishar whenever I need him. Only at very specified moments in the story timeline can I ever summon Shishar Cat with me here. Shishar Cat is the cat of the Duchess, the woman that gave me the pepper grinder. That in the first game it tried to eat me. Because she's a weirdo like that. According to the lore of Alice in Wonderland, the actual original novel, Cheshire Cat is the only character in the entire story that actually listens to Alice, teaches her about the rules of the world, and tries to help her out whenever possible, and consults her also. Thing is, this world is completely mad. All of it. And Alice is trying to make sense of it. But since she isn't here, according to Shishar's own words, even though I never watched the film in my life before, everyone here is mad, including Alice herself is mad. Madness is just that much contagious. I don't see any... Wait a minute, there's an arrow there. Any secrets here? Yeah, there is a bottle with Alice on it here. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Any more teeth for me to gather? So we can upgrade our weapons even further? Invisible platforms. 1. 2 with your hiccups. 3 with that golden tooth on top of it. 4 that's stationary and not moving. Here, right here. That's the bottle. Mine. Let's get moving now. Back to the main path. Okay. The running speed is nice for this kind of environment. Well done, Alice. Okay. Am I sure that I should be going here yet? Let me quickly check the guide for the secrets. I will not repeat everything again. Just due to paranoia. Maybe I lost something. Maybe I missed something. Not anymore. I wish to finish this game 100% complete to understand what happened exactly in the story, why Alice is still where she is at the moment, and we'll see what happens. I think I already know this area here, next one, on the guide, because I did discover it on my own in the previous session that we are right now repeating. Will I be deleting the previous session video? No, I will not. The previous session video gives me 2 hours and a half for my public hour count. Thus, I need it. Okay, let's get moving then now. Good work, Alice. This looks like a slide. Yeah, it's a slide. When you are playing in a slide, you can't control the camera. You only control Alice's movement with A and D. The fly hits Shimmer before they attack. Dodge. Did she just now die? That's why she turned into butterflies. Is this going to blow into my face? More teeth. More teeth. What is this thing? Looks like a rabbit. I C to pick up clockwork bomb. Some walls and the floors are weak and can be destroyed. Next. Place the clockwork bomb near the weak surface. The cracked one. Detonate the clockwork bomb to destroy the weak surface. So now we have a bomb. For Alice, every single toy she gets her hands on is a weapon. Alice confused or enraged up there. Okay. Anything else? That's a very weird looking drawing. Bomb there and cool and memory there. Can I blow up this area here? Not really. Also, the bomb itself explodes in the shape of a hat for some reason. The explosion itself is very small. You have the clock in your hand, yet there is a timer up in the corner, in the right upper corner. So it looks like it doesn't really matter whether or not you explode to detonate the clockwork bomb. It will detonate on its own either way. And Julie looks so much calm holding that bomb. Timer. Fine then. Any secrets in here? The Mad Hatter nearby. This is mushroom. Wow! Nothing found. Beneath us is the very area we just right now get out of. So let's just progress a little bit more. A memory. A memory is nearby. Lost and found. There it is. How do I reach it? No hints yet. Wait a minute. A memory of the house. An arrow and a keyhole. So meaning basically I'll have to trick again. You must be asking, Invisible, aren't you right now following a guide that shows you where secrets and memories are at?
We'll all roast in our beds, Alice, for the sake of your father's unnatural devotion to printed paper. This horde of flambles wants only a malignant spark and poof, our flesh and blood is smoke and ash.
The answer is yes. I am, in fact, following a guide. Then why am I acting as if this is the first time for me to play? It's so that I can be relatable to you. I know the same original reaction I got is not comparable with this one, with the surprise and all. But whatever, at the very least, I can still relate to you as viewers. Give me weapons, let's see what we can upgrade right now. I can upgrade the pepper grinder. As for the verbal blade, we still need 100 more at least. Okay, let's upgrade this then. I already know where the next secret will be at. Okay. Let's go up. Everything so far is done right. See to interact. Lady L.
Our lovely library was a fire trap. A conflagration waiting to happen.
A key with the alchemical symbol. Not really sure what it means though. Okay, Alice. Oh boy, I'm up. When Alice's health is low, hysteria becomes available. Okay, next. Enter hysteria by pressing enter. She goes completely mad. While in hysteria, Alice cannot be hurt and will inflict more damage. Be careful, hysteria only lasts for a limited time though. Okay? Enter when is in low health. Enter. Wow. She really becomes stronger. Die! Wow. Whenever Alice enters hysteria, I believe from the design that she no longer remains as Alice from Wonderland. She returns back to her usual self. So this is her hysteric mode, I think. The enraged one. demons and she's killing them, etc. Okay. In her hysteria mode, she wakes up as Alice Liddell in Wonderland. She stops being Alice from Wonderland. Pepper grinder on this spiral with a clock. The Mad Hatter is nearby. Enter aiming mode by pressing T. Next. Shoot the switch when it's red and inactive. When it's green, it's active. Nicely done. What is this place?
Is it? No. What's going on? Wake! No. Bad dream.
Is that the Mad Hatter?
A blasted good night.
Hatter, I recall leaving you in a decrepit condition.
What?
Not in pieces.
Oh, it's you.
What's happened here? You've lost your hat, and some parts are missing.
Missing indeed, though things being what they are. I barely missed their missing. As to what happened, you should know that better than I. It's your place after all. I know my place.
When did you ever know your place, or how to keep it? Now what's going on?
That's going on. And round and up and down into my ears, into my eyes, up my nostrils, down my gullet, and winding in my guts.
Papa was exceedingly fond of trains. I don't like them much.
You won't like this one at all. Nothing like when Mock Turtle was in charge of the looking glass line. This railroad's a bloody shambles. The stink is ferocious, light, blinding, the noise hellacious.
Quite, Hatter. I get the idea. A bad train.
The world is upside down, Alice. Inmates run the asylum. No thanks. And worst of all, I'm left tealess.
Tragic. If I do help, will you help me in return?
Cross my heart, if I had one. Find my limbs and toss them into the chute. Machines will do the rest. Be on your way now, that's a good girl. Best way out is through the clock face.
So Mad Hatter somehow lost all of his body parts completely, might I add. And I need now to put him back again. Even though before in the first game, he tried to turn us into cyborgs with his machinery. Do I really have to have this creature? The Mad Hatter? Any secrets here? Umbrella thing, bomb. And I can see a memory there. Hi. Pressure pads function only when weight is applied. Next. The clockwork bomb can be used to maintain weight on the pressure pad. Wow. Thank you. Interesting stuff. Then let's first unlock this area here. So you didn't really get harmed from the explosion, I think it. Alice. Whatever. Okay, here you go. The bomb. Let's go up and see what happens in the world around us. And since he is already prepared, it will be take not much time. Send. Smelling and whatever. Destruction. An umbrella. Okay. See, pick up umbrella. Press E while focused on to block with Alice's umbrella. Next. If timed correctly, blood can deflect certain enemies' attacks. Nice to know.
Gods in heaven, it is better to give labor than to receive pay for it.
Menacing Ruin. Pardon? Ow!
Substantial reward in heaven, it is better to give labor than to receive pay.
Ow! Don't! Go! Don't even dream about it. Disgusting, menacing Ruben. Ow! He can collect my own bullets and then choose them against me? When was it even fair? Ow, ow, ow. Killed him. Missing drone. I saw that snout. With the flowers and the teeth. Open the both of the switches. Well done. The snap is right here. Right below my level of view. The platform came up and spawned with it a memory for us to collect. Let's go get it.
It's been years now, Alice. Time to put away childish things.
None of your business. Oops. What is this? Assemble age for destruction as required. Cracking up and pressing down. Smelling and regurgitating. What is this place? Exactly. I need to take a break. I haven't gone to the toilet nor drank anything for some time right now. I'll be right back. I need to rehydrate. And of course, nobody's here watching. Nothing new. 2 hours and 7 minutes. I'd like some more time with this one. Okay, we're back. The 2 hours and 18 minutes. Let's, for now, at least pick up a path and save the game. Then we'll see what will happen. So where do I go? To cranking up and pressing down, or to smelling and regurgitating? I think this time I'm going to start with the cranking up and pressing down. Let's see what happens there. In the first time we actually played the game, I tried the first one to the right, then to the left. Regardless, it doesn't really matter. As long as you do just right. The Mad Hatter loves his tea very much. Cranking up and pressing down. See, Cheshire Cat.
The dimensions of this desolate tract are unknown to all but the inhabitants.
Thank you. Hence. Okay, so okay. Bomb enemies, I switch. Okay, let's go. Last hit, death. reach this area. Can I even jump over this gap here? Space. There's a platform that I can take. Oh, that's the switch. Done. Okay. Let's keep moving. I'm still recording. I'm still recording, yes, and we are still very good. Let's play for at least 10 more minutes before we stop. This area is new. Very new for me. Okay, find... Is that a pen? Yes, it's a pen. Don't worry.
An industry thrives on suffering, obsolescence, and ruination, Alice. It's made these days consider a simple our life in Australia, perhaps. We might liquidate what remains of your inheritance.
So now they think that Alice actually killed her parents and her sister for the inheritance to liquidate the money. You really are all imaginaryless. And quite disgusting people, in fact. I think I picked the wrong area for the guide because we're not here yet. Let's check here. Maybe the third video from XboxAchieables takes care of this area. I don't want to move to the wrong areas at all. Otherwise, we'll be in a problem. Hold it, wait a minute. The third. Yeah. Looks like it is the third indeed. Yeah, it is the third one, not the second one. Okay, good. Now I know that there is a hidden keyhole nearby that I need to take care of. I'm a person that doesn't mind the spoilers as long as they are productive. Okay, bomb there. As long as spoilers are productive, helpful. Yes, there is a keyhole and a mushroom, and they will encourage me to go on with the adventure. I don't remind them. Quickly, the time we have is very much limited. This means this is a one-way ticket. Where's that keyhole now? At that the place is closed completely. This one is too high even for jumping, I think. Yeah, too high. Just here. Ow! So just jump and dodge, is that it? Not even touch it. And this is just a little bit unfair, don't you think? Okay, fine, then this is the wrong path. Where to go now, then? Just bluntly, this is the wrong path, then. This came from there. Where do I go next? There's supposed to be a mushroom somewhere and keyhole somewhere. I found this mushroom for jumping. Can't jump here. This is a one-way path only. Okay. Mushroom, and are you telling me that the mushroom itself will only remain there as long as this button is pressed? That is just cheap, super cheap. Which means that I don't have much time. Where to now? Where do I go? If I go there, I will die. Where's the mushroom? Can't see anything. Yeah, I can't see anything at all. Should I just... yeah, I cannot. I have to commit. There's a pad with a lock and mushroom to jump on. I can't see where this thing is at. Cesar, where are you when I need you? Of course. Of course I overcommit. That's the key. The keyhole, now I saw it. The question is, how do I reach it even? Come on, Alice. Come on, Alice. Am I really supposed to somehow manage this area here on my own? How? Shrink, maybe? Jump and shrink? Not sure. I'm really starting to get sick of this area. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Exactly. Of course. You know what? I'm done. I am done. I will stop here for today's session. Okay? Because I'm getting sick of this area. Completely. And I'm going to check a guide. What to do or where to go. I know that I'm doing something completely wrong. I'm not sure what it is though. With that being said, I hope that you enjoyed our session here with Alice Madness Returns, the sequel for American McGee's Alice, and also the sequel for Alice Madness Returns, the interactive book. I have been with you, your host, Invisible, from Invisible's Gaming Channel, sucking at your hearts from the dark side of the moon. And this has been with you the continuation, or rather the retake, for the second stream of Alice Madness Returns. That is American McGee's Alice. I once again would like to give my purest and most sincere thanks for Rogue Agent Killerrodan for informing me about the interactive book. And also I'd like to give my sincerest thanks and complete credit for Hinkman00 for having uploaded the full Alice Madness Returns storybook app. Thanks all very much for watching. I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans and friends, everyone from the beasts of the Altered Empire and everyone from the Discord server, free YouTube friends. By name, peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, BH09 Gaming, Luxbear, Marcos, Dr.Class31, Mark IC22 Irvin, Rogue Agent Killerrodan, Trifield, ZPTV123, Matthew Irvin 21, Sagarda Clone 85, Arforel, Masterpan Gaming, and Public Cypress. Now we have some background knowledge about Alice, her previous life before the fire, her life after the asylum, and what happened during the time she was in the asylum, what happened to her body and to her mind until she escaped from the asylum after regaining most of her brains and sanity. She went to an orphanage and stayed in it, working and serving others as her living. And she continued on with her treatment with Dr. Bumby. And now she's back again to Wonderland for some reason. Next time, we shall continue on with the Alice Madness Returns, hopefully. So until then, stay safe, stay careful, and stay vigilant. We're living in a very uncertain, unsafe time, and anything is possible to happen. So make sure you keep your family and friends close to you. Keep your enemies even closer to you. You don't know when you will need help, and you don't know where it will come from. Give credit where credit is due. Give gratitude where gratitude is due. And always remember that saying thank you is much cheaper and easier than placing the flowers on the grave of the deceased. I have been with you, your host Invisible, from Invisible's Gaming Channel, striking at your heart from the dark side of the moon. And this has been with you the continuation of a project, Let's Play Alice Madness Returns for the PC. Until next time, best of luck all and take care. Invisible with you, sign out. Stop the stream.